Hey everyone, welcome back to Makeup and Hustle. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are doing really well. Today we are doing one of our old school videos. This is going to be all about makeup products that I have used up in the last God knows how long. I've been meaning to film this for quite some time now, but if you've been keeping up with my vlogs and stuff, you'll know the reason for not filming up until now. But I'm so excited to be sitting back down, filming in front of my main camera with my lights in the background and my own space. Like, I'm super excited. So if you are keen to know what I've used up in the last however many months, then please stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. I'm going to be sharing some of my most used products, my holy grails, and I'm super excited about it. So let's get into it. First up from the bag, I've got this Thick and Full Biotin and Collagen Shampoo by OGX. I have used multiples of this. I'm not sure if there is another one in the bag, but this is really good. I know I saw a video on TikTok that said that this wasn't great, but for me it works. It really maintains my hair. It keeps it healthy, keeps it balanced. I can't fault it. So I really like this. I've used multiples of this since this. I've also gone through a bottle of Thea's facial toner. This is the rose petal one. It's with witch hazel and aloe vera formula. I really like it. It's really soothing. It's really calming. Again, can't fault it. It's really just a very mild toner. And I think it's really great for just locking in that moisture. So I have, since this, I've bought another bottle and I'm currently using that one. I'm going to try and be super quick because we'll be here forever. I've gone through Dove deodorant. I use two different kinds of deodorants. I use the spray one, but I also use the clinical strength one. So the spray one's more sort of like a top up during the day if I need it, but the clinical one's more so for work and everything where I know that I may not get a chance to top up. I tend to use this for long days and stuff like that. They work really well. One of my absolute holy grails for this particular hair, which is extremely oily, is the Batiste dry shampoo. I only like the original one, and I get mine from Chemist Warehouse because they have a really long bottle. This is 400 ml. Again, this is the only one that works for my extremely oily hair. It keeps it dry, and it stays fresher for longer, and I like the scent of this one. The others are just a bit too strong for my liking, and the brunette one doesn't really work for me because it's very gritty, it's very grainy, and the residue, I can feel it in my hair, which is really annoying. So I always stick to the original one, and I always get it from Chemist Warehouse when it's on special. For removing my makeup, I use multiple ways. So there is like a cleansing balm that I'll use, or I'll use a micellar water, depending on my mood and how much effort I want to put into it that day, or how tired I am basically. I will do something of that, or sometimes I will double cleanse. So I tend to double cleanse for the most part, and there are different variations of how I do that, but a micellar water is consistent in my skincare drawer. This is the yellow one. This is a micellar cleansing water in oil because this does break up the waterproof mascara and stuff like that. So I always have an oil-based cleanser of sorts, but then the micellar water is much more, I feel like it really just takes all the impurities out of my skin, so I really do enjoy that. And I, again, continuously purchase that, whether it's anything oil-based, but it's usually the Garnier brand that I continuously purchase. I've been really battling my skin over the last 3 years, I want to say, since COVID started. I've had a lot of eczema. It keeps coming and going, and I thought it was actually the nails that I was doing. So the at-home kits that I bought from Amazon was reacting to it, but it's just on and off. It's a little bit off lately, thank goodness, touch wood. But I've just resorted to really mild skincare. So I've gone through CeraVe moisturizer. So this is the moisturizing cream. This is for dry to very dry skin. I haven't necessarily repurchased this, but I am currently using the CeraVe one. So for summer, I use the lotion, which is a bit more lightweight in consistency. And then for winter, I switched to the tub because obviously, you know, I need a lot of it. So I'm using the moisturizing cream that comes in a tub currently, and I really do like it. They both have a similar feel to it. This was just in a tube, but I am more regular with it now, so this was a trial one. Do like it. Do absolutely think that for eczema prone skins or sensitive skins, CeraVe is one of the best all around. We've got a Luxe Petal Touch body wash. I really do like the scent of it. Have I repurchased it? No, not really. Whatever I get, whatever smells good, I'm okay with that. It's just a cleanser. I do, however, pay attention to the soap-free versions of everything. This one I think was not. Yeah, this one I don't believe is soap-free, but since then I've only used soap-free again for my sensitive skin. I always go for the hydrating version of everything as well, so just keep in mind. I've got the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. I have gone through so many bottles of this. This is by far one of the best drugstore setting sprays in my opinion. Again, I'm very choosy. If something works, I'll probably repurchase that multiple times, and this being one. I really enjoy this when I spread my foundation. I spritz it with this and then I blend it out, and my makeup stays put all freaking day long. And it also doesn't transfer as often as I've noticed. It is literally one of the best setting sprays. You do have to be careful with your eyes though, but cover your eyes and spray it and your makeup's not gonna budge literally all day. I've got, this is how old it is, like it's literally peeling. I've got another Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. Now this one I used to use in combination with a different cleanser. So I've got another micellar water. This is a plain one. And this one I used to use in combination with this particular cleansing balm. So this is by Sephora. I didn't particularly enjoy this. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was a bit too thick in consistency and it didn't give me like that oil feeling, but I did end up using it. So what I would do is I would cleanse my face with this. I would get all the makeup melted, and then I would just clean that with a towel or something. And then I would rinse my face and then cleanse it again with a micellar water before I go in with my moisturizing products. To me, when I use just the original micellar water, I use it more like a toner of sorts. It's just very calming, very soothing. So I used to use these two in combination like that and get all the gunk basically out of my face. Skin, whatever. I don't go through makeup as often, but yeah, skincare, definitely. Something else that I went through was the La Roche-Posay SPF. This is the 51. This is the one that comes with the pump. I absolutely love this stuff. I haven't repurchased this, but I'm waiting to finish my Neutrogena Ultra Sheer, and I've got a Bondi Sands one as well. So I'm trying to finish those two, but this is going to be my staple. I absolutely love this. It's really, again, great for sensitive skin. Could not recommend enough. Definitely a staple moving forward. So for my skincare, my skin's one of those that sometimes will work with a hyaluronic acid and sometimes it won't. But I initially introduced hyaluronic acid through this one. So this is the L'Oreal one, Revitalift Filler plus hyaluronic acid. This is 1.5%. This is again really gentle, very lightweight, very refreshing to use. For me, hyaluronic acid just doesn't work applied the normal way. Normally, I will add more hydration to my face. So I will probably spritz my face with some water and then go in with this. But for me personally, I think the best way for this to absorb into my skin is to mix it with my moisturizer, or go in with my moisturizer and then add this on top. I know it's the opposite way of doing things, but that's the only way the hydration sort of locks into my skin. Like I said, it's really dry. It's really extremely sensitive at this point, so I cannot use it on its own. I have to have a layer of moisturizer underneath before I apply this. In summer, I can get away with just water in this, but in winter, I do need I need some help with this to absorb. Everybody on the internet talks about embryolase. So at first, given my trauma with my eczema, I decided to go in with the tiniest tube. This is a bit more expensive in comparison to the fuller tube, but I was like, you know what? I would rather a smaller tube than have the whole thing go to waste. This stuff is chef's kiss. It is so incredible. It is by far one of the best moisturizers. It's actually not in the price here. It's pretty much similar, but it's really, really good. One thing I will say though, it's heavily scented. So that was my biggest thing. I was like, it's really scented. I don't know how my skin's going to react to it, but it was amazing. And the moisture is freaking fantastic. If I were to give up my CeraVe, it would be for this. It is that incredible. I do have actually I finished a full tube. Yeah, I did buy the full size version and I've completely used it up. It is that bloody good. This is what I was talking about. This is the full size. This is the full size embryolase. So obsessed, so obsessed. I forgot to mention this. I also sometimes will use a roll-on deodorant, and this is just random occasions, whenever, whatever, just like it's good to travel with because it's small. It's not like, it's 50 ml, so you can travel with this. So always have it around in case I need to go anywhere, if we're taking like a day or two trip or something. So this is great for like having it in a handbag or something. Okay, we are nearly done and I'm so glad. I mean, I'm sitting at about 16 minutes, which is fantastic. Quickly, honorable mentions. I have the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. I love this stuff. I've used it years ago. I stopped it because of my eczema, but I got this as a sample in something and I absolutely love it. It works really, really well. I haven't repurchased it, but it works really well. In terms of makeup, I've gone through my Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crayon Brow Pencil. Really good, really thin, finely pointed, stock standard. Have I repurchased it? I've got another one. I'm not too fussed. I've also gone through the NYX retractable lip liner. This is in the shade Nude. I've gone through that, but again, I have so many other nude lip pencils, haven't seen the need to repurchase. Would I repurchase? Yes, absolutely. I live for nude lip liners. So I've also used up Maybelline Sky High waterproof mascara. Again, this is really hyped up. It was okay for me. I haven't repurchased it since, but yeah, it was okay. No complaints, no dramas. If it's too wet a formula, which in the beginning it is, I tend to wait until it settles down a little bit. It's a little bit drier and holds and grips the lashes a bit more better. Then I like it a bit more, but yep. This is something that I'm so proud of. And also this is one thing, because it's so tiny, I could hold on to multiples. I have gone through so many of eye creams from CeraVe because this is the only thing that doesn't trigger my eczema. I kid you not. It doesn't do anything else except for providing moisture. It doesn't take care of my fine lines. It doesn't take care of my under eye circles. It is literally the only thing that gives me hydration enough for my eczema to sort of, a little bit stay at bay. Most of the other ones trigger it. Most of the other ones don't do anything anyway. But yeah, and this is not all of it. I've gone through multiple more tubes of these eye cream. But it's good. It works in terms of providing hydration. I had also received Paula's Choice toner, the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, in some sort of like a sample from somewhere, and I really, really liked it. So I ended up buying the full size, which I have in my bathroom. Again, sensitive skin, so it's not something that I use every day. I use the Thea's one every day, but this one twice a week, just to sort of give my skin a good exfoliation. Really freaking incredible. Cannot recommend enough. On a finishing note, I went through the L'Oreal Midnight Serum. This was good. The issue I had with this was the dropper. It just didn't, like, it just wouldn't pull the product. I would always have to scrape from like the sides of that. So I had like multiple dippings and stuff, which I didn't enjoy. I mean, if you've got a dropper, then it should work. It just didn't work from day dot, which was a bit annoying. I actually got this because I slowly wanted to incorporate an anti-aging serum, similar to the Estee Lauder one. I haven't repurchased it. I am keeping an eye out on a deal. If I get it, I might repurchase it, see if it works, see if the dropper is any better. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've stuck around till the end, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am so excited to be back on here. It's so good to be sitting back down on this chair, filming with my setup and everything. I have missed it. This is my therapy, so thank you. But I hope you will subscribe, and until next time, take care. Bye.